Hello, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It is now July 1937, so quite a few years have passed. Won the wars against both Japan and France. I was invading Annam. The invasion failed, launched another one, and with 1 month remaining, I noticed that the Chinese land invasion from Laos into Annam was at 99%. So the race was on. It was either going to be me capturing it first via a naval invasion, or the Chinese taking it by land. Unfortunately, the land invasion got resolved first, so China got the province before I did. So that's what it is. Now, what's happening now? Seeing as I brought you back for another episode, well, we're very close to a war with Austria-Hungary. It's probably gonna start next month. Also, kinda close to a war, another war with Britain. However, they are at war with Austria-Hungary, so if I get a war with Austria-Hungary, I guess my relations with Britain will improve. Anyway. Yeah, shipbuilding capacity is getting up there. Not using much of it at the moment. Mostly just building ships for my allies, Poland and Pakistan. Poland has been buying a lot of ships. The Alaska and Lexington class battlecruisers are in service. The old Pennsylvania class battlecruisers have been mothballed, hoping to sell these three. Pennsylvania herself will be kept as a museum ship, as will the Connecticut and the Albany. Most of the Albany class cruisers have been sold already, because the AI still want to buy these. Apparently the Connecticuts are too old to be sold. Yeah, obsolete. Is that the case with the Pennsylvania too? Yeah, okay, obsolete. So these I'm just gonna scrap, the ones not being preserved as museum ships. You served me well, but it is time to go. So I set these on low crew so that the AI wouldn't try buying them. But I guess they won't be buying them anyway, so just gonna set them straight to mothball. And I'm gonna do that with the Albany too, I guess. And just try and remember not to sell it. As for research, things have been researched. I've got the Mark V all the way up to 14-inch. Now, with the war closing in, I do need, well, my new battlecruisers have already replaced the Pennsylvanias, but I need new battleships to replace the Connecticuts. Building a new battleship is going to take around 3 years, I guess. So by that time, whatever war will start will probably have ended. So what we are gonna do, the Colorados are still in service, so they need a refit, I think. Let's do that now. Yeah, Colorado class battleship refit. I guess the New Mexico and New Yorks will be refit as well. Gonna keep the turbo electric drive. New oil burners. This is tall advanced tower 5. That seems to be the best I can get. So no need to replace the tower. tall funnel 3. Yeah, it's also pretty good. Mark 4 16-inch. That's pretty good. We're gonna add a scout plane. Gonna improve the radar. Gonna improve the reload. So these will now fire quite fast. Composition B. What is my flash fire chance? 0.2%. Yeah. Let's keep that, I guess. 50 caliber. Are they still... No, they are not lengthened. That's nice. Anything else that needs to be done with these ships? I guess not. That's a pretty simple little... Oh, no, wait. Armor is always good. Seeing as I now have amazing range and engine efficiency, why not make them a little bit less slow? Ooh, that's... cannot go that fast, but it can go 24 knots. Easily. So that's nice. Yeah, I guess this is the latest refit of the Colorado class. I don't think they're gonna be get refit again after this. Unless, no, wait. I should probably add some more deck armor because, well, it is 1937. Plunging fire is starting to become a thing. Yeah, look at this. At 40 kilometers, these can plunge through 12.4 inches of deck armor. So, yeah, they would not be safe from their own guns at that range. I guess around 25 kilometers is where they would be kind of safe, because at that point they would struggle penetrating their own belts, because the penetration numbers here are the absolute maximum, but they would not be going through the deck. At anything closer or anything further away, you would be looking at either belt penetration or deck penetration, but that's just how it's gotta be. Let's save that design. Colorado 1927. Hello, game. There we go. Let's design some new DDs, I think. Or are we gonna go with a quick refit of the New York and New Mexico as well? Because I do have the Mark V 14-inch guns now. Let's do that as well. If the game will just respond. There we go. New York class. If we hit refit, everything should be just immediately better, except the things that don't fit. like this A turret. 5 months. Refit. That's because these, yeah, there's no room for... still 5 months. So I removed 3 different guns, right? I'm just trying to find if there's anywhere I can place these single... Come on, let me pick you. Okay, that ruins the arc of fire for that A turret. Damn, why is this so hard? There you go. 3 months. No, 5 months. What are you talking about? You fit perfectly, don't you? No. Didn't mean to remove it. I want to copy it. Come on now. There you go. 3 months. Because I had to remove the 3 quad bofors on top of the turrets, the game saw that as, oh no, you're changing the armament too much. So I had to replace some 1.6-inch guns to make up for that. It is kind of stupid, but that's how it is. Let's add the scout plane. Let's improve the radar. Let's improve the reload. Let's make the ship not explode. 4-weight offset is 0.8%. Can I make it 24 knots? No, I cannot make it 24 knots. It's got to be kept at 21 knots. So that's it's quite a bit of fiddling about for a single ship. I only have 1 of these. But at least now with Mark V 14-inch guns, it should have quite a bite. Let's save that design. And now the New Mexico. We have to do the same thing here, because these 1.6-inch guns that we pretend are 40mm bofors, they don't fit. And because I don't want this to be a 5-month refit, I gotta find somewhere to mount two 1.6-inch guns. There we go, 3 months. It's magic. I guess I forgot to change the armor on the New York. Auto 2, scout plane, radar 2. And there we go. Not a lot of weight left over. I guess this ship will just have to live with the fact that it's got to be quite slow. Don't think I can make it 24 knots. No. Oh, almost. 23. No. Yeah, let's keep it mostly as it is. Yeah. Save design. And it's also time to design a new DD. Got some different hulls to choose from. That's a huge DD hull. About Advanced Destroyer Compact. It's also kind of big. Flush deck quotation marks with these not very flush things there. Now, modern DD standard. I think this is our ticket to make a DD that is not huge and overpriced, but still quite decent. I'm gonna max it out first and then see if it can be reduced. Max optimal speed is only 35.5. These go at 36. What's the top speed of the DD25? No, I think I deleted the DD25 design. So let's start out at 36. Reduce the bulkheads a bit. Main tower, 3700 spotting. That's not too bad. Secondary tower, simple barbette tower. 16 funnel capacity, 16.5. Take two of those. They take up that much space. We weigh 38 tons apiece. These have a little bit less capacity, but they are smaller and lighter. Let's see. Oil 3, yeah, this is gonna be plenty. And diesel 2. Okay, for main guns, we're gonna go with the double 5-inch. So, and there's room for torpedoes here. I might rearrange things. But that's not a bad start. Range is good. That's good. Yeah, some things will have to be reduced. I don't really want to compromise on range. Let's go incendiary and semi. Correct, N, I guess. Picric acid, TNT, dunite, amatol. Composition B? No, torpedoes. Yeah, I have to reduce some things. That's very clear. Oxygen. That's a torpedo range of 23.6 kilometers. That's pretty good. Now, anti-submarine. It's now at 107. Now, if we add RDF, it improves it by quite a bit, actually, as does the radar. Sonar, of course, improves it further. 1898 anti-submarine rating. That's a lot of armor for a DD turret. Yeah, the ship is overweight. Just gonna give it some basic splinter protection. .1 is the maximum for the main deck and the main belt. Okay. Yeah, we're quite a bit overweight. So let's start reducing things. Standard bulkheads. Reinforced bulkheads 1. Oh, didn't even pick this one. That's kind of necessary. Let's remove one of the torpedo launchers and just make do with a single 5 tube. Let's make it a little bit skinnier. Cost is 105 million. What is the maintenance? 1.8 a month. That's not really too bad. If I shrink it down a bit. Now if I move the torpedo tube to the back here, it doesn't fit. No, it straight up doesn't fit. Not even a single one. Okay, so it's got to be in the middle. It's the only place it fits. Let's go with a different secondary tower. A smaller, lighter one. We're 8% overweight. I don't think it's the armor that makes us heavy. Let's see, 48 tons on mid-deck armor. That saved us a little bit, not really that much. I guess 0.5 is, no, 0.5 is okay. And I really don't want to compromise on anything that gives me better anti-submarine rating, because it's now quite good, 2200. What if I go with a single 5-inch instead of a double? That helped. And if I go with a quad launcher, it also helps. If I reduce the torpedo size, that also helps. Go with slightly smaller funnels. What? Modern Tower 2 is actually lighter than Modern Tower 1. Okay. These are even lighter, but they're kind of crap, so not gonna bother. That killed my range, though. And these kind of need to have the same range as my battleships. That does save my weight, reducing it like that. But reducing quarters and then upping the range, that works. Yeah, it's a bit of a compromise design, but that's what we got. Now let's also design a new heavy cruiser, because I'm retiring the Albanys. Now, I have unlocked a new cruiser hull. But I've been doing some comparisons with this and the modern heavy cruiser 2 hull that we built the Baltimore class on. And I think this is just better in a lot of ways. You can make it slightly larger, you can fit better, nicer towers and stuff, but I want to build something on this. It's a tiny tower. More or less the same height. So this just ends up looking like a an overgrown Atlanta. Let's see, what kind of speed do we have to aim for? 32 knots. Oh, 3. Let's go diesel 1. Diesel's being nice for lots of reasons. If I want to go really fast, the Diesel 2 is better because it's got more horsepower per ton. But Diesel 1 actually has 80% of top speed to achieve cruising speed, which is slightly better than Diesel 2. And also better like engine vibration things, plus 15 instead of plus 22.5. Diesel 2 gives you less smoke interference though, so I don't know. Not completely married to Diesel 1, but we're gonna see what the rest of the ship ends up like. If I need to go up or something. We've got Mark 5s all the way to 11-inch. Do these fit here? They do. They do fit. That's a lot of firepower for a cruiser. Tourney, corrupt cemented. Anti-torp 3, reinforced bulkheads. Citadel 5. Still have weight to spare. Standard ratio. Cap ballistic, increased ammo. I'm gonna go let's see, what's my flash fire chance? 4.9, 2.1, acceptable. Still not overweight, but that might change. And a scout plane. Anti-submarine rating is actually not too bad, all things considered. Now let's play with the armor. What kind of deck penetrations are you even looking at with these? They're kind of vulnerable to plunging fire, but it's not too bad. Let's go up to 6 on the turret tops. Barrel length is fine as it is. Reload time is actually very good. Now let's add some secondaries. Ooh, you can fit the 5-inch here, and here, and here. And here. It's quite a bit of 5-inch firepower. Aft weight offset. Let's make these 1.6. Well, aft weight to offset is 0.1%. That's basically nothing. Actually, it looks dumb with the 5-inch guns up here, so let's reserve that for the Bofors. Doesn't really fit without hanging off the side a little bit, but let's just pretend that's how it's supposed to look. Now, can I fit a tiny barbette here? No? No? No. And one here. I could make the ship fatter to make those guns fit in a way that looks better. Let's add some doubles. That ruins my my back turret. Let's go like that. That saves a bit of weight. Now, if I make my ship fatter, these will look less silly. So let's add 2%. Ship is now overweight. I can easily reduce range. That's still very good range. There, that looks better. It's not hanging off the side anymore. Missoula. I guess we can build some of these. Spotting range is very good. It's got radar too and decent tower spotting to begin with. I'm not sure if I'm gonna build like a lot of these, but a handful probably. Let's save that design and let's get to building and refitting. Alright, refitting the Colorados, 4 of them. Oh yeah, plenty of capacity. This is not going to be an issue. Refitting the New York. And the New Mexico. Let's build 4 new heavy cruisers. They will be built in let's have them built in Norfolk. And some of the new DDs. These will in time replace all the DD-25 class. I've scrapped anything older. What's my finances looking like now? Yeah, it's still good. Despite being at peacetime, to begin with, I had to set all my ships to limited to be in the green, but after a couple of years of economic growth, yeah, my monthly balance is pretty fine, even in peacetime. So, 4 more here. And San Francisco. And probably Manila. Although I don't think anything is gonna happen in that part of the world anytime soon. It's nice to have some some new ships there too. I've got the Alaska and Guam sailing around the Baltic Sea in support of my Polish allies, although they probably don't need it, not with this many ships that they have. Even some of my my latest ones. No, they haven't gotten those yet, but yeah, they've got New Mexico's, they got North Carolina's even. What am I building for them? There we go. Yeah, we're building an Alaska class battlecruiser, another New York, another New Mexico, as well as some torpedo boats for Romania. No, Pakistan actually. Speaking of Romania, this fleet is heading there to support them should the Austrians try anything, and this fleet being here in the Adriatic is probably what has provoked the Austrians so much. So let's go on to August and see what happens. Alright, let's see if we get a war. Yeah, probably. War it is. Unless I pay them off, which I can easily afford, but no. Let's have a war. Some of our industrialists want to invest in the modernization of Austria-Hungary. We just went to war. That makes no sense. I can take the -5 unrest, which is nice. But also, yeah, plus naval budget and GDP at the cost of some unrest. Let's go with that. The +5 relations with Austria-Hungary ultimately doesn't happen. And also it's kind of funny that I get this on the very same turn that we go to war. That's okay. Buy used ship, X Des Moines for Poland. Very nice. Let's see, where does that land me with Britain? Okay, yeah, Britain likes me less now because I'm at war with their enemy. That means this fleet will be here and protect Poland from British aggression. Let's see, what kind of fleet strength are we looking at from the Austrians, other than, of course, submarines? Should have looked at that. Oh yeah, no, they don't have a lot of ships, because I think they've been scrapping a lot of old ships and building new ones. Let's send out... those are the Colorados being refit. That's my museum port, by the way. Got Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and Albany. What do we have here? Another couple of Colorados being refit. We got the Minnesota here. I can send out another couple of Lexington class battlecruisers. I should be able to cross the Atlantic in short order. Let's bring the light cruiser as well. Why not? It's Missouri and New Jersey, Iowa and Wisconsin. Let's bring these. Worcester class. Yeah. Mark 5 15s. That's very useful. I think the next one will be the Mark 5 16s. Which of course will be very, very, very nice. This is just, oh yeah, that's gas turbines. Making so much money right now. We've got a submarine battle. I'm being accused of war crimes. Germany likes me. Here we go, submarines. Lots of them. They better not sink my brand new battlecruisers. They didn't. They got sanked. That's very nice. Buy used ship. St. Louis. Yes. Albany, no, that's a museum. Germany is invading Belarus and Czechoslovakia, which they controlled until a couple of years ago when it revolted, and now they're taking it back. Well, it's kind of boring that the Austrians don't really have that much of a surface fleet, but the British do, and I've been seeing they're building a lot of new battleships. Lord Nelson class, which is it's an AI design, but it's a new one, so it might not be completely terrible. Apply some pressure. A couple of battleships off their coast should make them take notice. And I guess we just hope for battles now. Yeah, Austria had a sizable navy a couple of years ago. Well, a couple of months ago actually, but then they suddenly started scrapping stuff as their ship designs became obsolete. Oh well. Let's go to next month and see if we get an actual battle that's not a submarine battle. Ah, looks like we get a war with Britain as well. That's perfect. Prisoner exchange. Minus unrest, yeah. Italy and Spain. And here we go, an actual battle. It's the Lexington class battlecruisers, brand new, versus some stuff. These are the heavy battlecruisers with the 16-inch guns. It's not much of a battle though, but it is something. Let's go. Let's see. Torpedo boats. Just gonna have you run home. DDs 2, probably. Actually, no, I might need you to chase down the enemy if they try to run. Although Enterprise and Yorktown should be capable of doing that themselves. They are quite fast. Tulsa and Baltimore, not quite as fast. Oh, we're spotting the enemy. Are they running? They might well be. No, they're actually engaging. And we score a big hit. 16-inch shell hit something. My cruising speed 28 knots. And something sank. What kind of torpedo ranges are we looking at here? 12.6, 9.9, 23. Okay, Yorktown. That is your target. We're gonna go with AP actually. That is one dead ship. That was probably their cruiser. Yeah, that was it. One Austrian flotilla sent to the bottom. Not a lot of victory points, but it is something. Comet class. Five single 6-inch guns. That's not really too impressive. It didn't have lots of torpedoes though. And long-range torpedoes at that. So yeah, seeing as Austria really has no ex-Toledo, yes, you can buy that. No proper capital ships. They're probably not going to be the most exciting opponent, but the war with Britain should be quite exciting. Because they've got, in addition to 80 ships, they're building 46 and repairing 28. Probably because of mine damage. So yeah, that could be exciting. Naval invasion? How about we finish off what was not finished off in the previous war? By invading some of these places, like Dutch Antilles. Yeah, not that much happened this episode other than ship design, but people like ship design, so yeah, I think that's a wrap. And I will see you tomorrow, because now things are finally happening again, so I have the chance to actually get some daily content out, at least for a while. Yeah, goodbye, and take care.